So we have a 1957 Honda here. It's hard to find, an antique Honda. Everybody thinks of Hondas as the 60s, 70s, Hondas, particularly this model. This is a Dream, which they carried the name Dream way into the 60s and maybe even early 70s. The Honda Dreams that we know of, had a lot of body work and, the flared fenders and, a lot of covering for the engine, and the frame. So on this one, 246 cc, called a Dream, as the modern ones, pretty detailed. You think Honda has only been out of the war since 1945 or 46. So you're talking 9 years out with their production back in place and to build, an actual road machine. Honda started with motorbikes and mopeds, and that's what he was known for. If you said, oh, what is after the war? He was making the motorcycles that were affordable. After the war, ran on not much fuel. I don't even know, they might have ran on salad oil or some type of vegetable oil to keep, where people could drive them. So looking at this, the nacelle would be kind of for decoration. They got some chrome trim here. The unique thing would be the fork, the dampening action of the fork. They built a hydraulic rocker system on each side. So it's the rocker with the actual hydraulic action inside, this portion of the fork, rather than having a full fork and having the tube, ride in the lower leg. So same idea, lower leg, but they're doing the dampening down there. Front wheel speedometer drive. And again, still, that's the trademark Dream flared fender. They still keep the flared fender, they did. Chrome gas tank. And if you notice how they fit the seat into the tank, to get the, a lot of things, they just set the seat here, there's a big space, they don't care. Japanese actually designed so it actually fit and, better design alternative is to have this seat. Seat is a molded vinyl over foam, metal base plate. They did that. It's the spring. Now the spring's up in there, so you have the spring. Rear fender, pretty well flared. Tail light. So the press swing arm, chain is enclosed. They always worried about the chain and the idea of the dirt, which is actually what kills the chain. So as long as they had chains, they would always, even up into the 80s, Harley made an enclosed rear chain drive, and that would really increase the chain life. Of course, everything is belt now, but the Honda logo with the wings, they have that. This particular one has about 30,000 miles on this. And most people would agree Hondas can do 30,000 miles pretty easily. And certainly on the modern bikes weigh 10 times that. Heel toe shifter they have. A lot of good design work for a 57. This one came from Europe. I don't remember any Hondas coming into the US that early. The first ones I would believe would be 62, 63, probably early 60s, but somebody could check on that. But dealers were set up, certainly by 1965. There was Honda motorcycle dealers in the U.S. No cars yet. They had one car, like a little, looked like a little Austin Healey Sprite, and it had a motorcycle engine, of course. It may have not even been approved for New York state highways, but so that's kind of the Honda story. Very early example of Honda's engineering.